Hey there, it's Dave Dubeau, DaveDubeau.com, with another one of our Dubeau Show episodes. Today I want to talk to you about when should we raise the money. So it's a good old chicken and egg question when it comes to raising capital. Yes, I know my art isn't that great, but put up with me if you would, please. So a lot of people say, when I'm talking with people and training folks across the country about raising capital, attracting investors, they say, Dave, I don't want to talk to investors yet until I've got a deal to show them. And now, you know what? On the surface, that makes a lot of sense because, if you've got a deal that you can show somebody, it's more exciting, there's more urgency, there's something going on, there's something to get your juices flowing, so to speak. But the challenge is that chances are you've heard this expression before, just find a good deal and the money will magically find you. Well, my personal experience has been that is not the case. In fact, I remember back in the day, around 2010, 2011, when I was getting back into actively doing real estate investing, I was focusing on lease options or tenant first, client first, rent to own deals. And I self-financed my first 2 or 3 deals. And I had a really good tenant buyer lined up, and we went out. I got their option fee up front. I went out, sent them out with my friendly realtor, went house shopping for them, got a couple of houses inspected. First one didn't work out. Second one looked good. Everything was going fine. This house, we had an offer on it. We'd done all the negotiations. Everything was good. And I could see that this was going to be a $40,000 profit in my pocket over about a 2-year period with these clients. They were like perfect primo rent-to-own clients. So they're at perfect clients, had the deal, had everything tied up. All I needed was the money. So I'd heard that, find a good deal and the money will find you. So I ran out and started trying to scramble around to find investor partners. But the challenge was I hadn't been in communication with my potential investors beforehand. So I was just kind of hitting the ground with like, hey, this is Dave. I've got a deal. Give me money. Well, guess what? Just because I needed and I wanted the money right then didn't mean that people were ready to invest with me, especially because I hadn't been in touch with them previously. So it was kind of just like right out of the gate. And I came across as needy. And like Steve Chandler says, needy is creepy. So I was kind of creepy, I guess. But bottom line was I did not raise the money in time for that deal, even though I got an extension. So I ended up having to back out of that deal, had to refund my tenant buyer their money, ticked off the sellers big time. I wasn't able to remove subjects, ticked off my realtor big time. Just caused a mess. It was completely unnecessary. On the other hand, so learning from that painful experience, I then changed my whole strategy. And I thought, you know what, it's important that I start getting the word out about what I'm doing with real estate investing before I actually need the money. So I switched everything around. And my motto is now that you should have your investor partners lined up and then be finding the deals. So let me explain this a little bit. So doesn't necessarily mean that you've got the cash in the bank from your investor partners. What it means is that you've been in communication with them, you've warmed them up, you've let them know what you're doing with real estate investing, and then now when a deal comes across your table, you've got a short list of people who've already put up their hand and said, hey, you know what? I'm interested in investing with you. Let me know when you've got a deal on the go. So then when you've got the deal, that's how the money will find you. If you found the investors first, if you've warmed them up, if you've educated them about what you're doing with real estate, if you've got them excited about potentially investing with you, and if you keep in constant and consistent communication with them throughout the whole process, and if you've got more of them lined up than you actually need, then when you've got the deal, you don't have to worry about the money. Does that make sense? All right. So that's my rant for today, all about when you should be raising the money. So my personal opinion and my painful experience is find the investors first, then get the deals, and that way you won't have to worry about the financing for your properties. All right, so hopefully you enjoyed this. If so, depending on where you're watching this, I invite you to share some comments, your thoughts, your questions. If you've got any questions about this, happy to address them on a future video. And if you're looking for some cool free stuff, I've got that for you as well. So you can click on the link below and get a free copy, pre-release copy of my Magnetic Investor Traction book. Love to give you that, so I'll send you an e-copy of that. Just click on the link below. And if you're an active real estate investor and you would like to attract investors and raise capital, then let's come up with a cunning plan for you. So I invite you for a complimentary breakthrough session with me, breakthrough clarity session, where we can get some clarity about what you want to accomplish with real estate investing and come up with a blueprint on how you can attract investors and raise capital. So you can find out about that. There's another link below here. All right, take care. Talk to you soon. See you next time.